The recession is often seen as an adult problem. Men and women on the unemployment line, husbands and wives losing their homes. But it's also having a major impact on children. 1.5 million are homeless. That's 1 out of every 50. Tonight, Chief National Correspondent Byron Pitts catches up with 2 children of the recession.
It is through the lives of 2 boys we can see the progress the nation's economy has made this past year and the distance left to go. 2 boys who for a time were the best of friends, 11-year-old Tristan Clark and 9-year-old Gus Hernandez Jr.
Me and him share the same life, and he understands me and I understand him.
They were living here a year ago at the El Dorado Motel in Salinas, California. They played together, shared the same risks. Brought together by the hard knocks of the recession, job losses left both families homeless. A year ago, Tristan and I talked.
How's life for you, man?
Pretty bad, because everything is gone down the drain. We don't have enough money to pay. We can't afford food.
At times, things felt pretty desperate.
Find the word for me.
Life and death.
Why are you thinking about things like that?
Because I gave up. Last year was hell on earth.
What a difference a year makes.
I just didn't think God had a plan for us then. And now I do.
He does because his mother, Rhonda, finally found a job as a salesperson after a long year of looking in a depressed area with high unemployment.
I'm happy because I have a new life.
His spirits and his grades have soared too. Although he's repeating the 5th grade, this year he's done so well, he'll be attending the Junior National Young Leaders Conference in D.C. And it gets better. No longer does he sleep on that air mattress at the motel. Now his walk home from school ends at the doorstep of their own studio apartment.
I've learned to keep myself hoping and to keep dreaming.
Across town, Gus Hernandez Jr. is still at the motel with his family.
Hopefully, he's going to take this as a learning experience.
It is a hard lesson now facing even more children here in Salinas. According to the latest statistics, the number of homeless children seeking help in Salinas, California, jumped from 308 last year to 425 so far this year. One reason? While the national unemployment rate has stayed level at nearly 10%, unemployment rose in Salinas from 14.8% last year to 16.8% this year. Gus's father, Gus Sr., is still working at the motel and picked up a side job as a handyman.
This allows me to come up with extra cash.
The toll on the family has been immeasurable. Last year, Gus Jr. had frequent outbursts, was doing poorly in school. This year, his grades have improved, but being a child and homeless is still painfully difficult. As Gus told me last year, friends at the motel are hard to keep.
So what do you say when they move away? Do they say goodbye?
No.
They just leave?
Yeah.
They never stay long.
Do you remember Tristan?
No.
You don't remember Tristan? He was a boy who lived here, who you played with last year?
Mm-hmm.
You guys were buddies last year?
Mm-hmm.
But friends come and go here, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
How was that for you?
I think it's harder to find new friends.
Because you make a friend, they move away. Here you go. That's why I carry these with me. My handkerchief. I asked him about losing friends, how people move away. And that seemed to make him sad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, I think mentally, overall, he's adjusted to move forward, but the fact is we're here.
And so are more than 20 other families. Since our report a year ago, the city of Salinas and community volunteers have joined forces, mentoring Gus and over 24 other homeless children in the motel's new community room. It's a hopeful sign.
Who's going to give me huggies and kisses?
Tonight, 9-year-old Gus Hernandez Jr. will go to sleep at the motel again, hopeful that more change will come. For now, He and his family have little else.
Lights are off. Good night.
Byron Pitts, CBS News, Salinas, California.
Meanwhile,